What's the wildest thing your child has done? Did you have a good laugh or learn an important lesson from that experience? Do you want to share your story? Maybe you can't stop thinking of a huge accomplishment that you had from being a mom. I want to hear about that too. Welcome to my podcast. The Wealth of Wellness presents This Incredible Mom Life. Hi, I'm Ami, a mom of 3 boys who have given me countless laughs, proud mama moments, and endless challenges. Join me every week as we hear the craziest and most unbelievable mom stories. I'll be sharing the huge accomplishments and triumphs of both our moms and their kids. We'll giggle, cheer on the kids, and discuss obstacles and lessons learned along the way. I want to hear if your 3-year-old says a stampede of boogies just came out of his nose, or if your 10-year-old created an infomercial to save his dad's receding hairline, or even if your 13-year-old's robotics project turned into a disaster. I also want to know if your 15-year-old finally came out of his shell in high school and joined a bunch of clubs, and even the fencing team. Let's share, laugh, learn, and grow together, one crazy mom story at a time. Today's episode is not about how I struggled to be a mom because I wasn't feeling well. I think you've heard enough of that for now. Instead, I figured I would keep it light and share a funny story. My 3 boys used to have one iPad to share between them when they were young. We gave each kid a time limit, and when it was up, they had to pass it on to the next brother. It worked pretty well on most days. There was this one day, I remember, where it didn't work. Even after their allotted time limit was up, the boys weren't giving up the iPad. I tried a number of different things to distract them, but they only wanted the iPad. Finally, I had an idea. I took the charger and put it in my pocket. I figured if I left it anywhere else, the boys would grab it when I wasn't paying attention. But I didn't know what was going to happen next. So there I was, making dinner. The house was quiet for a few minutes, and then I hear some whispering. The boys were standing just outside the kitchen doorway. My oldest was giving instructions. I'll get the Minecraft sword, you get the Nerf gun, and you distract Mom while we attack and take back the charger. Wait, what? That's right. The boys were planning a sting operation to get the iPad charger back. I remember thinking, do I need backup? So I texted my husband this story and ended with, please send help. I could hear the kids in the living room making a map and a plan of action. They were also rehearsing different scenarios. I felt like I was in a movie. Thankfully, by the time they had completed their elaborate plan, I had already finished making dinner. We didn't allow electronics after dinner, so I didn't have to worry anymore for that day. I'm still in one piece, and they never got the charger back that day, so I'm going to say that their operation was a failure. But what crazy imaginations they had. You can't make this stuff up. Do you know ways to help boost your kids' creativity? Here are some tips to help make your children more creative. Number 1, turning off the devices works well. Allow your kids to become bored. Boredom is the best way to spark creativity. Number 2, another thing that helps is reading to your kids every day. We made it a point to read to our boys morning, afternoon, and evening. Not only did they become avid and strong readers, but it also helped them build wild imaginations. Number 3, buy them non-electronic toys. In our house, the boys create all kinds of crazy stories for their probably 200 stuffed animals. And no, I'm not joking, I think we really have 200 of them. Each stuffed animal has a distinct voice and personality. I will share those stories on another day, so stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed this episode and hopefully had a little laugh to brighten your day. Remember to encourage your child to be creative and have a big imagination. Have you been in a similar situation? Also, I'm curious. If you have girls, can you tell me if this ever happens at your house? Or is it all princesses and tea parties? Because as a boy mom, that's a life I will never know. If you want to share a story, screenshot this episode and share it on social media. Don't forget to tag me at The Wealth of Wellness LLC so I can see and share it too. Are you struggling to be the best mom you can be? Are you fatigued, overwhelmed, and stressed out? Are you losing precious time with your family because of PMS? If so, join my signature 12-week program, the Vibrant Women Project, and you will be a much happier mom. In just 3 months, you will learn how to eliminate your symptoms of PMS, increase your energy, reduce stress, and fully enjoy this incredible mom life. Thanks for listening to today's episode. I hope you learned something from these stories. If you enjoyed this show, please make sure to subscribe, rate, review, and share this podcast. It really helps this show grow. If you have a mom story you would like to share, click on the link in the description below on becoming a podcast guest. Remember, the content on this podcast is for general information only. It does not replace any medical advice given by your healthcare providers. Please check with your doctor if you have any questions about your specific condition before starting any new diet or exercise regimen. Thank you, and you will hear from me soon.